कल्कि शिव आप दोनों ने शैतान में एक साथ काम किया था। काफ़ी साल हो गए उसको फिल्म को, 4-5 साल। इस दौरान आप दोनों में क्या कुछ बदला, अगर आप दोनों एक दूसरे के बारे में कुछ बता पाएँ? हाउ यू पीपल हैव डिस्कवर्ड ईच अदर आफ्टर वर्किंग इन शैतान नाउ?
I think first time Kalki saw me on this film, she's like, "तू भी है इसमें?" No, I think the dynamic Kalki and me were sharing in Shaitan was like diametrically opposite as to the dynamic we're sharing here. Here we're playing brother and sister. There we're playing.
There I killed him.
There she killed me. But I think what helped, I think for this film was that while in Shaitan, I met her for the first time, and we had to kind of, like any two human beings, you have to kind of develop a rapport with each other. Here, the rapport I think already existed, and there hadn't been any change, even though there was a gap of a few years in the middle. So it was very comfortable for me to work with her again, and in fact, I was looking forward to working with her because in Shaitan it was kind of, we were this young bunch of kids together, having kind of sometimes sexual, sometimes romantic, sometimes friendly kind of a vibe towards each other. यहाँ पे we were playing brother and sister, so it was interesting to see that dynamic.
I think Shaitan के time पे I could never hear Shiv Pandit. So he used to talk very very low, in a low volume, and I'd be like, वो क्या बोला? क्यों खत्म हो गया? मैं करूँ, मैं मेरी line करूँ. And अभी तो I can hear his dialogues, so he has come a long way, and I'm sure that there are many things about me that he has seen change.
Actually, in Shaitan there was this one scene where I finished my dialogue, and the scene got cut, and everyone was leaving that place, and then Kalki actually literally, like, she grabbed me like this. She was like, "Shiv, I can't hear what you're saying. Speak up." So I think definitely it's given me an impetus to speak a little.
He speaks a lot now.
I speak a lot. I have her to thank for that.
दरअसल ये फिल्म किसी खास तबके की ऑडियंस के लिए है या हिंदी और सिंगल थिएटर एंड मल्टीप्लेक्स, कुछ ऐसा अगर आप जरा बता सकें, क्योंकि ट्रेलर से तो बहुत ज़्यादा अंग्रेजी इसमें.
I think it's 70% English. So the censor certificate we've got is for an English.
सेंसर सर्टिफिकेट लेने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई थी आपको?
बहुत पैसा खर्चना.
लैंग्वेज को लेकर.
वेल लैंग्वेज को लेकर तो इतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, बट वी हैड टू एक्चुअली पीप आउट अ फ्यू वर्ड्स एंड देन दे आस्क्ड अस टू रिमूव फ्यू शॉट्स, बट इतनी मुश्किल नहीं आई. आई थिंक आई हैव टू से दैट इट वाज अ स्मूथ प्रोसेस.
लैंग्वेज को लेके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वी हैड टू पीप आउट अ फ्यू.
लैंग्वेज क्या है?
कितने थिएटर में रिलीज करने का था?
इरादा तो बहुत ज़्यादा करने का था, बट मिले 50 हैं अभी इन 5 cities.
So the film is in English, and so we are planning to follow what this Oscar and international films follow the release strategy in India. So we will be selecting the top 60, 80 high-end cinemas, the multiplexes in Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Pune, Ahmedabad, and Hyderabad. And in the first round, we'll be releasing the film in these cities. And if the response is good, which we are very much hoping, we'll open it in more cities. Yeah.
That also answers your question.
नहीं सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे ये भी है कि सेंसर के इस रवैये को, क्योंकि 47 से हम लोग आज़ाद हैं, now it's 2017, इस रवैये को किस तरीके से देखते हो कि एज अ फिल्म मेकर आप भी क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या पता वो कट जाए, ऐसा कुछ अभी जहन में चलता है सर?
There are two sides of it. The fact is that censor comes down heavily on things that you don't think necessary these days, especially in the age of internet, when you can watch pornography at the click of a button. So it doesn't really make sense in that way. But having said that, if there are restrictions within a country's law, then you have to follow those restrictions, and it should not stop you from making good work or even great work. My constant example for this is Iran. Look at the kind of restrictions they have. Look at the kind of cinema they make.
Rajat, taking off from that, first of all, I'll refrain from calling it a censor board. It's a film certification board. And that's all it does, and that's all it should do. But it's a bit of a conundrum, like pretty ironical that for us to be able to see the film in its entirety and originality, we probably get retorted to ways and means like torrent. Because if today I come and see this film, for example, in the theater, I know now that there are a few things which have been missed out.
But I saw Moonlight 2 days back, and all the cuss words have been beeped out. And because they beeped out at the final go, so even the sound stops, and it's terrible for the film.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's the law of the country. Unless you change the law, and we should, but unless that changes, you have to live with it.
But isn't that also providing an impetus for people to kind of download and see the film in?
Maybe, yeah. I'm sure some people do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well done.
Kalki, last question. लास्ट क्वेश्चन डेथ इन द लंच फिल्म जो आपकी आ रही है पंकना सेन शर्मा, वो मामिल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में दिखाई गई थी. आई थिंक द फिल्म इज डिलेड और समथिंग, रिलीज नहीं हुई है.
I'm not sure. No idea. I think they're looking at April, but I don't know. Film तो ready है, but I think they're just looking for a good release date.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure some of us are outside.